the main points that I picked up from the forecast today were that overall things are more or less steady as she goes. The sectors that are dropping off are going to be offset by the sectors that are improving. As we're experiencing, the residential market is dropping off a little bit, and hopefully we call it, or hopefully see it as plateauing and about to start improving. Whereas the commercial market is certainly going strong. So if I take that example of the two sectors that we're in, one's a little bit challenged at the moment and the other one is going really strong, well then I think it really supports what the key message that came out of the forecast was. The construction industry is interesting at the moment. I think we've got a fair bit of construction work on and we're observing and really seeking to challenge the industry to try and get better outcomes. I see interest in quality and interest in safety really needing to be elevated, and I see the challenge in the industry about so much work on whether or not we've got enough experienced personnel at all levels of construction and development and consulting to be able to deliver some of those outcomes. I think the boom in engineering is actually going to have a bit more of an effect on that, and we're going to have key workers being taken out of the industry and going to engineering. I think that if the market does continue to get a little bit depressed, and there's probably going to be a bit of, unfortunately, maybe some builders are going to struggle, and some employees are going to, the workload is not necessarily going to be there to support them. But I think the industry needs to hold on to key workers. I think a downturn should be a point in time which the construction industry really invests in some innovation. I think the industry's been lacking in a focus on improving the industry, taking the time to not continue to chase projects and deliver projects, but actually to reflect on how we do things better, more clever, and that'll be what I'm looking forward to in the next phase, about those builders that can apply that approach to invest in research and improvement in the industry, improvement in doing things better and more efficiently, so that the development and construction industry can benefit from that. So the strengths are, I think, that you can dive into the detail in particular industries, particular locations. I think we've got a general overview. I think having a sort of a macro view and a micro view to be able to bring all that information together so that you can take a meaningful information out of that to really influence the decision making in future investments.